morning. I'm trying to adjust this camera here. Just a hair. Just a hair. How's that? How's that? Oh, yeah. Good morning. I'm relaxed. I'm sitting back, kicked back. Who's here? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, yeah. I got a couple things to say before we get started here. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Good morning. There's Chris again. Good morning. Good morning. I had a. I'll set that up here. I want y'all to see that picture. I want you to see that picture. You're going to be saying, how's your trip to Louisiana? Well, you saw it this morning, what I videoed. I couldn't video everything because Ronnie, he gets out of control. And he gets a little out of control. You love this picture? I love it too. In fact, I'm going to show y'all this picture. If you'll look at Woody. Is that not Woody? Is that not Buster? There's the Bigfoot on my mug back there, and you can't really see it on the camera, but there's steam coming off that coffee. And you see them donuts with a bite taken out of them? Yeah. On this side, you see my girl Heidi. I mean, it's just perfect Heidi. And there's old Johnny right behind me. And then there's Ivan. That's my gang, guys. That's my old gang. And it's beautiful. And it says, hanging with PawPaw. And I don't know if you can see it. Golden, 2025. That's his name, Jimmy Golden. He's an artist. And how Ronnie knows famous people, I don't know, because Jimmy is an artist and he does artwork, and he taught Ronnie art. He truly did. And sweet Jimmy, yeah, he did an amazing job. Yes, he did. Thank you. I told him so, and I met Jimmy for the first time. I've talked to him on the phone several times, but met him for the first time. Awesome guy, just an awesome guy. He did wonderful work, and I've seen some of his pictures in his place. When I be talking to him on the phone, you know, whatever you call it, you can see them, and he showed me some. Just walk around and show the camera to him. Beautiful work, you know, movie stars and stuff. Just movie, you know, musicians and stuff. Beautiful work. All right, your maiden name was Golden. Maybe related. Maybe related. Maybe related to an artist. But he is good. And Ronnie said he kind of cleaned me up a little bit. I loved it. I come home and everybody just flipped out over it. But good morning, Michelle. So stop talking about me and talk about some of you guys. Good morning. Bob. Good morning, Bob. It was a beautiful picture. Thank you. He is really good, and it's just as in detail. And I'll tell you what he did. He took screenshots off my videos. He watches my videos. Thank him for that too. And he takes these screenshots of different animals, and then he draws them for his, I guess, for his to refer to, you know. And then when he put them all together, it's just a perfect thing. And I don't know how long it took him to do it. He'd been working on it for a while. And one day, I didn't know this. I was talking to him, and it was behind him, but I couldn't see it. And Ronnie saw the edge of it, so, oh, Lord, don't move, because PawPaw's looking right at you. You know, don't move. But he couldn't tell him that, because Ronnie's on the phone also. It's one of the three-way jobs, you know, you get them kind of things going. And it was a lot of fun. But I had such a good time over there with Ronnie and Jimmy. And Jimmy had a friend, I think his name was Joe, but, you know, but just Jimmy and old Ronnie, they're just awesome people. I really enjoyed myself over there with them. And we didn't get to stay too long. We took those goats over there. They were bona fide. Now, I told Ronnie, they're bona fide Texas goats. And it may take them a little while to get used to, you know, trying to outrun them gators and stuff. They'll learn. They're pretty fast goats. But and I did look Good morning there, Deborah. Heather. I got two notices yesterday. Two ladies that had birthdays yesterday on Mother's Day, and a happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all you mothers out there. Uh, you can't beat a good mama. You can't beat them. Kids will remember you to their dying day. Uh, and some of these dads that have had to play the part as a mom, single parent or whatever. Happy Mother's Day to you too. You might be a dad, but happy Mother's Day. You had to play that part. And it's the same way when you have Father's Day. There's moms out there had to play that part too, single parents. And good morning, Carol. Connie. Connie's been married 52 years today. Congratulations. I'm not going to say nothing. Good morning. Yes, congratulations. That's a milestone in itself, I guarantee you. Can you imagine? Now, I've been married 56 years. I think maybe 57 or 58. I don't know. It's somewhere in that neighborhood. You lose count. You lose count after a while, you know. In that first year or two, it's kind of a honeymoon time, but at the same time, you're learning a lot of things that you got to do, you don't got to do, or what they expect out of you, or what they don't expect out of you. It's kind of a transition period. You make it past that. Most of the time, it's good sailing. You can just keep on going. Just remember what you learned. Good morning, Vera. Morning, Steve. Connie. Karen. Good morning there. I'll tell y'all what, Will's not going to be here this morning, but prepare yourself. He has a doctor's appointment. Prepare yourself for Wednesday, because he said, I'll be back in full form. That's scary. That's scary. But Will, I don't know where he learns all this stuff. He comes up with so much stuff, and Ronnie and I, being older, we've heard some of this stuff in the past, but it's been way in the past. Good morning, Jersey Jeff. Good morning. Dot, good morning. Dot, that glass, I guess you call it a picture you sent yesterday, was beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to show that on my gifts and goodies on Saturday. Thank you so much, sweetie. It's beautiful. You sent one, I guess, to half the folks over there yesterday. Good morning, Peggy. You got a goat named after you. I guess you know that, huh? You know that? Peggy I. And Peggy C. Both of y'all got goats named after you. I didn't do it. Ronnie did it. Well, I named one after Dot, but my sweet little cute little thing named after Dot. Then he called me and said, I think your goat's crazy. Where you named them. Them Peggies, you better not say that, Ronnie. They're going to be upset with you. Oh, it's a cutting board. Well, I didn't know what it was, but it's beautiful. I don't know if I'll ever want to cut anything. I'll probably put it up, to look at, sweetie. It's late at night in Australia. Well, I'm glad you're with us. I am so glad. You see people here in the United States tune in. I appreciate it. I truly do. I truly do appreciate everybody I see. But then you see someone from Australia and New Zealand, England, Ireland, Scotland, Denmark, all these other places. You say, oh, wow, had some from Belgium before. It's just awesome. Michigan here, that's awesome. Looking behind my tomatoes looking pretty good, huh? My cucumbers, I think, are fixing to kind of get going, guys. At least on this far side over here. I'll show them to you here in a minute. I think they fixing to kick up and get going. These behind me still, I don't know. I know the problem over here. Yeah, there we are. New Zealand. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I think my vegetables are going to do okay, guys. I got a little pepper about that long on one plant. That's really cute. I don't know what kind of pepper it is, because Most of these peppers, Steph gave me, she'd lost the tags off what they were, so they're peppers. Okay. Uh, Ronnie sent me some flowers home yesterday. I don't know what kind they are. It's a bottle, you know, wrapped with the roots is wet, kept the roots wet with paper towels or whatever in a bag. And I brought them home and I said, I need to, set them out. I say yesterday, I mean Saturday. So I set them out, but I kind of picked them out. I could tell there's differences, like three maybe different kinds. So I just kind of set them in clumps. I planted them in clumps, and what lives, and I'm going to talk about that tomato here in just a second. What lives, and I'll be able to figure out what they are. I can move them around a little bit. That tomato plant Ronnie's got, very impressive. I'm serious. I've given him a hard time about it, and I still don't know for sure if it wasn't his neighbors, but it was in his yard. It was in his flower yard, and he's got a beautiful flower yard. Sweetest wife you ever met. I don't have no idea how he got hooked up with her. It's beyond me. But she's so sweet. But she come out and showed us some big old flowers. I think it was on my little picture they show on by the video. Beautiful flowers. I don't know what kind they were. But she's so soft-spoken. Just not, and I'm thinking, how could a woman be soft-spoken and live with Ronnie? You'd think she'd be screaming constantly. He is screaming. But that tomatoes, they were big old tomatoes, and loaded. That plant was loaded. He told me the secret before I left. He said, you can't grow them like this because you don't have alligators in your backyard. I get alligator poop. That's my fertilizer. He said, it's good stuff. There's a lot of it's chicken. Catch them chickens. But it's alligator poop. If you got some alligator poop, you're in business. Steve, get you an alligator. Put him out there in the pen somewhere, buddy. Save that poop. All right, let's move it along here. I don't know what the tomatoes taste like. That's just Ronnie, who knows? All right, Janet. Yeah, Will, y'all always want Will to come back and get on me. Yeah, I know what y'all do, because I got a call the other day, guys. Well, it was a chat. It was a chat between Vera, Ronnie, and Will. And I wasn't looking at it at first, and I saw that my phone kept beeping. I could see smoke coming off my phone. Oh, my phone's on fire. And I looked, and they're three chatting at me. They're telling me horrible things about me. And it's them three. Them three were bad. No, I didn't say they're bad. A homegrown tomato, there's no comparing it to a store-bought tomato. I'm serious about that. They may be beautiful in the store, and they may taste good. But you compare it to one right out of a garden, no comparison. I think these tomatoes we buy now are kind of, well, they're not grown like garden tomatoes be grown. We had a great time yesterday. We had a great time yesterday. Dan and Rob cooked the fish, the French fries, the hush puppies. And old Dan kind of surprised me. He had brewed up this sauce. And I'm seriously going to get the recipe. It's very hot, but it's very good. They had ketchup and all that kind of stuff, tartar sauce and all that stuff too, but he had this stuff he brewed up himself. He says, try it. I loved it. And I said, what all's in it? He said, well, I'll tell you. But I never got found out yesterday because he was all busy. But you know how he is with his recipes. It's always something that he did. A lot of it comes from people like myself. So he got it from somebody, I know. But it was good. And I'm going to brew up some one of these days. I don't know if it go on everything besides fish, though. It may not, but I think it would. Beefsteak tomatoes. Yeah, they're big old, pretty. Like sometimes one slice will cover a whole sandwich. Yeah. Everybody to their own. I could just get any kind of tomato for my salad. They all work out good in a salad. But Some don't have as much flavor as others, and some don't have as much juice, I guess you call it, as others. They're more meaty, you know. But they're all good. Hi, Rosemary and Molly. Yeah, Flawed Faithful's on here, I think. I chatted with her a little bit yesterday. She's an awesome lady, or a couple of days ago. Uh, yeah, thank you, Vera. You tell them. I try to stick up for people because I know how people can be abused. I'm abused with some of these guys, and I know how it feels to get abused. So I try to stick up for folks, and they want to get on to people. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Ronnie and Will are horrible about our garden and Steve's garden. They ain't seen a garden yet. The Steve's comes in good. It's just starting because up in Tennessee the weather's a little bit slower up there for gardens compared to us. It's coming. You guys, and I'm gonna show it on here. I'm gonna get some pictures, screenshots, and show y'all when he gets it going. Tomato gravy. I have eaten tomato gravy. Yes, that's good. I have. Way back though. It's been a long time. A lot of, and I'm gonna say old timers because I'm not talking about anybody like old, but because I'm an old timer. But a lot of the folks that I grew up around, they cooked stuff like that a lot. It wasn't uncommon. Now you go somewhere with tomato gravy. What's that? Well, you go figure there's a tomato in it somewhere. But yeah, there's a lot of that stuff they cook all the time. Just starting up there. Aaron, is that Aaron Mills? Name's so little. I gotta get better glasses, I guess. Surely it ain't my eyes. It's gotta be the glasses. Northern Ohio had frost warnings just a couple of nights ago. So that's the kind of stuff, especially you guys, ours is good weather now. We may have some rain come in. It's a little cool this morning. It got cool night before last. Little front eased through here and cooled things down. And I saw a buddy working on a beehive that I give him Steph last year down here in the pasture. That he was down there working with it years ago. It was cool. And I needed to come out and work on mine. I need to add another box. I was thinking I'd wait till I moved it. So I eventually going to have to move it up this fence line somewhere out of the way. So, all right, I get it moved. I think I'll add a box. I may want to add one before then, but it's a little easier the size it is right now. Well, you can't see it right now, but now add the other box, a little bit harder to move around. Buy old sheets at a thrift shop to I guess to cover your garden. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, till that cold weather gets out of there. Good morning, Amy. Jennifer, Becky, good morning. Becky, it's 47 degrees last night. We didn't get that cool, but it got cool. Buster and Woody, y'all stop. Someone had something. I didn't get to see what she's having. Come back across, you're having some kind of heart something. Good morning, Heather. Jennifer. Sometimes I don't get to read all the comments, guys, and I know you guys maybe get to read them better than I can from here. Carly K's in the 40s overnight, 80s here today. Yeah, thank you, Vera. Thank you for reminding me. All you new folks, and we see new names. It seems like every live we do, and we appreciate you so much. We want to thank you for being here. And I'm going to tell you something about these folks here you're seeing coming across the screen. You're not going to find better people. They're family. It's like a big family. And you can join in with anything you want to say. And if you need prayer or something, they're going to jump in there and help you on that. If you need somebody to talk to, they'll do that. And so many have made friends. Go when they leave here, hook up as friendships and stuff and start communicating back and forth. And heartburn real bad. Okay, Marie had heartburn. Okay, thanks, Vera. Oh, Vera, I tell you what, she's eagle-eyed. But that girl, she can spot it. She spotted old Ronnie in old wheelhouse. Sorry, they was right off. It's okay. We're gonna keep them. Even they're sorry, we're gonna keep them. And you guys, seriously, you will meet people like Ronnie Neal and old Sweet Will. He's an old ex-state trooper from Georgia, and they're kind of sorry, but they're our friends, and we like to hang on to them. And I've been banned from Georgia myself. I can't go there. He got all his old state trooper friends waiting on me. They'll probably put me under the jail. uh, Pray for you, Marie. Seriously, heartburn is tough. It's sometimes kind of scary. You don't know if it's really heartburn or something else. I'll take an Alka-Seltzer real quick, see what happens. Hope it works. Yeah, I very seldom get heartburn, but sometimes you do, and you can't sleep. You makes you nervous, you know. And some people really have it bad. I'm waiting on looking for Ronnie. Ronnie has a nice place and a beautiful, beautiful garden. Beautiful garden. Baking soda is good for it. Okay, there you go. You see on TV all these people saying drink a teaspoon of baking soda a day or whatever in a glass of water. It does different things for you. I may have to try it. You know, who knows? I may grow hair. Yeah, I may say, whoa, look at there. Tom's works. Yeah, Tom's does. Pickle juice. I haven't heard about I've heard about pickle juice for cramps. Now, I've got a night before drink pickle juice. It's horrible to get cramps. You get them in your feet, in your calves, or your legs. Oh, and you trying to get up to get a cramp out of your foot. Your foot's drawing up, you know. And Buster won't move. Woody won't move. You have to shove them off the bed. And you get up where you stand up, put weight on it. You can't straighten it out in the bed. You can't do it. You put it against the other foot and try to push it back. You can't do it. Has anybody seen Ronnie on here yet? I haven't talked to him this morning yet. I don't know if there's some kind of issue going on. His friend Steve is not doing well. And I talked to Ronnie yesterday evening, and he was pretty upset about the situation. But oh, Ronnie is here. Okay, good. I don't want to talk about him. I don't like talking about a man if he's not here. But his friend Stan is not doing well, and I think his brother. A good thing on that is his brothers that he'd been kind of apart from for years have come in and seeing him and chatting with him and making peace with him, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, and that's good, you know. Oh, okay, he called Vera. Well, I don't know why he does it, you know, because probably first time he met Vera, oh, she's a beautiful woman. He sent me a message. She says, man, she's beautiful. I said, yeah, she is, Ronnie. But then she probably rejected him because of his old forward. Hey, he's forward. You know what I'm saying? He's forward. You trying to get back, boy. Get back. So now he's just no woman. That's just revenge, Ronnie. That's revenge. Oh, they're good folks. Bear's been with me forever, and she's a sweetheart. We had a great trip over. I can't get over that trip. You know, I'll tell you though, I could drive down to pick up Lex. It's about a 3-hour trip down and back, and that we love to go in. And we'll get to go Friday and pick him up this Friday too. And I go in my car. I can go in my truck. And I come back and it's a little stiff, but I can get up and start walking and get around. We went to old Dan's old big truck. It might have been in a log truck. You got to climb up in it. You got to climb up there and buckle yourself in. When we got there, I couldn't hardly walk, guys. I was so stiff. I'm serious. I was so stiff yesterday, Saturday. I was glad Ronnie had that golf cart. Even though he had it just to kind of pick at me, I was glad he had it. So we met him in the driveway, sitting there at the end of the driveway on his golf cart. I got out and get the golf cart, hugged him, and I wanted to hit him, but I hugged him instead. And he rode me all over that place in that golf cart. We had a good time. Wish I could have stayed longer. I'd love to spend the whole day there with him and Jimmy. We'd had a good long chats and laughs and stuff. They're awesome people, awesome people. But we had to get in and get out because it was in Louisiana without a permit. We slipped in, and Roddy said, "You got to have a permit to come over here." Not really, but he claimed we did. So we slipped in, and we couldn't talk to everybody because they know we was from somewhere else. But that's a beautiful little old town in Manning. Now I've got a video. I think tomorrow. I was going to put. It's supposed to have been out today, but I was telling Ronnie, we videoed our little trip over, just the scenery, and stopping at Dan's cabin. Beautiful little cabin, really nice. On the way up, because Dan had to get the fish. He had the fish in the freezer up there for our fish fry. We had to get it out, and he had some other stuff he wanted to bring home. So we stopped there on the way, but I made a little video of that little trip. It's not a long video, 18, 20 minutes, something like that, and I was gonna post it first so you kind of see us going, and then you see us when we get there. But I thought, I got so many emails and stuff, people couldn't wait to see our visit with Ronnie. I said, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on for Monday morning. And oh yeah. I see somebody say that. That's not true. He said, get in. So I get in. Now, your knees, you gotta sit down and scoot yourself around. He hollered, don't touch me. You touch my thigh. Nobody wants to touch his thigh. I can tell you, I didn't want to touch his thigh with my cane, but I would. I'd whack him one. You gotta go, DS? DS, you gotta go. Bye, sweetie, have a great day. Yeah. He wanted to say, don't touch my thigh. Who wants to? Yeah, it was just something to, pick at me, abuse me, want to abuse me. But anyway, we had a good time. And we drove across the yard, and he's telling Dan and Jimmy, he touched my thigh, Oh, God, I'm going to whack him one right now. I was not groping. Lord. And now he said I was groping him. Now, I grope you with that cane. That's what I'm going to grope you with. Oh, we had a good time. Have a good day. We had fun. Now, if everything around here is fine, I came home and went out in the back, take my boys for a little ride, take Ivan and some cookies and stuff. And sure enough, Ivan's standing over there talking to this new donkey, a little white-looking donkey. I don't think it was the last one Jake has, over in Jake's pen, a little white donkey. But they was having a good chat, but they wasn't fighting, so the other one they wanted to fight, or at least the other one wanted to fight Ivan. They were just standing there talking, and he went on about his business. He saw the cookies. He said, I gotta go. Papa got cookies. Diane's flower garden is beautiful, and she got so many different flowers. And I don't know flowers, I don't know the different flowers, but there were so many different colors. And Roddy got this stupid snake stuck up in a bush, trying to scare people. Luckily, I saw it before I got it too close. I probably had to tore that flower garden down getting out of there. But you ever seen a crippled up man with a cane getting out when he's scared? He beating everything out of it. But I saw it before I got there. There was a big old snake laying up in the bushes looking out at me. But it was a beautiful garden. And I told he'd show me the flower garden before, on the phone. And she had beautiful. You get cramps in your toes. I don't get them in my toes, but I get them in my feet sometimes. And you got to stand up and put weight on it to make it straight back out. It'll start just drawing up, and Buster don't want to move. He's comfortable. And Woody don't want to move. He's comfortable on the other side. Is it the same donkey? Well, he don't look the same. Or maybe that little operation calmed him down. That's what it did for Ronnie. It calmed him down. You know, he got neutered last week. Well, he went to the vet last week, say it that way. Uh, uh, you know, I don't know why Lester's scared of snakes today. He used to not be scared of snakes. In fact, he had a pet snake. And yeah, he had a pet snake. And I've told y'all that story before. He got loose, got up in the dash of his car, and he couldn't get it out. Didn't know where it was for a long time. Didn't know that's where it was. Thought he got out of the car. And when they located it by smell, yeah, it got twisted all up in that dash, up around these cables and wires, and I guess it couldn't get out. And it died. Well, yeah, he had a pet snake. So he can't get his hands too big to get up in there to it. He could touch it, but he couldn't get a hold of it. Dan couldn't. So he got poor Lou. Poor Lou. Pull that snake out of there. She finally got it out. Maybe that's where it comes from, the fear. Yeah, maybe so. I don't take Lipitor, I take Prevestatin. And I've never had a problem with Prevestatin on anything like that. I don't know. You know, different things. You know, that's the bad thing about medicines. There's always some kind of side effect. Almost anything you take is supposed to be good for this, but there'll be a side effect over here, you know? I don't like snakes, and I never have liked snakes. And Dustin is horrible about not having a fear of snakes. He'll catch snakes, poisonous snakes, catch them. Cuz will too. And I think it's foolish. I'll be honest with you. I've told him. Cuz out in the woods logging. He's a logger, growing, you know, until he retired, cutting logs at a timber company. And they saw this squirrel on the side of this tree, down close to the ground, old tail flopping. You know how squirrels do, you know. He's looking at something on the ground, so Cuz stopped, and he's on what they call a shear. Later years, they went from chainsaws and big shears that drive up, it clamps on a tree, and a big saw blade cuts that tree real quick, and lays it over. And he stopped, and he got off, walked over. It was a rattlesnake. It was a timber rattler. He's about this big around. And about 4 foot long, 3.5, 4 foot long, but he's coiled up and he's doing his tail. He's trying to hypnotize or get that snake to come down, that squirrel to come down closer. And 3 big blue erasers, wow. I think they're real fast, ain't they? I got a story about that too. It happened to me when I was a kid. Anyway, he gets a forked stick and he catches this snake and gets him behind his head. And the guy driving a skidder who's dragging the logs out pulled up and saw what he was doing with that snake. He's wrapping around Cuz's arm, and he got to where he couldn't hold that snake with both hands. That snake was pulling out. If he had ever pulled out, can you imagine? Rattlesnake pulled out, wrapped around your arm, right in your face, he'd eat Cuz alive. He'd probably killed him right there. And Cuz is in a panic at this time. At this point, he's in a panic. So he hollers, the guy, come help me. So the guy comes and unwraps the tail, and they throw the snake down. And went and got a burlap out bag, what we call them toe sacks, and they caught him again, put him in his toe sack and tied it all up. And he brought that thing home. Yeah. And he puts it in a cage, and he drives up my yard. I'm out there doing something one evening, and he said, hey, come look at the little raccoon I caught, little cute little laugh. And I was worried, he's in that cage, and I looked over that tree, and that snake in my face. Just that little wire between me and him. I said, flawed and faithful. I said bad words. And run backwards, almost hurt myself. Can you imagine Harrison Ford in that movie? Even though it was a movie, all them snakes, I can't stand that stuff. I couldn't play that part. Someone said there was plexiglass between him and that cobra. I don't know. I don't know. Don't care. I would have been in there. But other scenes, you know, they're all over. But anyway, I told you get that snake out there, and I wasn't using kind words. And don't you bring that thing back over here. Yeah, he did. He got rid of it. But I think somebody mounted it, took it and had it mounted. But anyway, yeah, scary snakes. But talk about that racer. We have around here, don't see them much more often, what they call coach whips. It's a big, long black snake. They're not poisonous, but they'll scare you. When they go through the grass, about this much of it is up in the air like this, like a cobra. I'm serious. That long tail is doing all that, but he's head swept in the air. My dad and I was about 12, 14 years old, was burning some brush in the back, and had several big brush piles. And we set a brush pile on fire, and I'm standing there carrying some limbs or whatever, to the next brush fire, and all of a sudden this snake comes out of there, this coach whip, and he's running right at me. His head's up like, and I can't speak. I'm terrified, and he's like right at me, and I jump straight up. I could probably been a high jumper. I jumped straight up, and he went right between my legs, seriously. With his head still up there. He could have took a bite on his way. Oh, Dad, he got me. And my dad saw it, and he laughed about it because he saw what it was, but he saw it didn't bite me, but it could have. But that thing scared me to death, and he went right on to another brush pile. But I couldn't talk. I mean, I couldn't scream. I couldn't, I'm just horrible. And my mom hated snakes. Chicken snakes are just, always bad. If you got chickens, you're going to have chicken snakes, Or you got an old barn somewhere where there's rats and stuff. That's what we have, cats. We got cats. Rats will show up. A rat shows up, chicken snakes are going to show up, or other kind of snakes. They're going to come looking for them rats. But she would go out to gather eggs. And our hen nests were up probably chest high, and she'd just reach in there, and get the eggs. And there's no hen sitting on the nest, and sometimes they get in there to lay eggs, they don't want to get off, you just reach underneath them and pull the eggs out, get the eggs out from underneath them. And she reaches in and she touches it, it's not an egg, it's a snake, and he's underneath this chicken. You get this, he's underneath this chicken, swallowing eggs, with her sitting on top of him. It is crazy. That chicken need to go to the soup pot. That chicken can't stay here. Oh, you would, Jennifer? You like snakes? I don't like them. No snakes for me. If I see one at a distance, I can deal with it. Just like, Bree and I found those underneath that sheet of tin. They were not poisonous, and I didn't get crazy about them. And I took my cane and beat around on them, so they finally left. They went on back out in the woods. Been poisonous, would have killed them. Yeah, I would have. You get mad or not, I don't care. I ain't gonna have poisonous snakes around my yard. But don't want any snake around my yard, honestly. But I don't like snakes, and if I walk up on one sudden like, I get scared. I get scared. Back from food shopping. I hate to go shopping. You walk up and down all them aisles, an item off this aisle, and you go down and make that turn, come back another aisle, another little item over here. G has got to the point now, she orders ours. We do most of our grocery shopping at Walmart, and we order it, and they'll even deliver if it's a certain amount. But, we don't ask for that. We just we go order it at a certain time, and they'll have it together. We drive up and, you're paying for it online and stuff, but drive up and tell them you're there, and they bring it out, put it in your car, and we come home and unload it. We ain't got to walk all them miles. The only bad thing is sometimes they'll substitute for something you don't really want, but it's okay. Not often. Angela had a birthday. Angela, it's your birthday, baby. Had 2 birthdays yesterday, and Maureen was one of them. I can't remember the other name right off. So here goes, Angela, here you go. And you ladies that had birthdays yesterday, stand by, get ready. Get my coffee cup put back up. I want you to know this is free. It's just a service I provide. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angela. Happy birthday to you. And you other ladies too. Now, you feel better? That's free. It didn't cost nothing. It's cheap. Yeah, I do. Happy birthday, sweetie. Uh, anyway, you have a birthday, you let me know. I'll try to sing to you. Yeah, that'd be a treat. It'd be a treat. I won't sing to Ronnie because he accused me of that word. What was that word, Ronnie? Messing with you? I touched him on the thigh. Lord. I'm guilty of a lot of things, Ronnie, but I ain't never been guilty of that kind of stuff. Hi, Cat. Sheriff's telling Cat hi. Yeah, I see these names, and some we've had some names before, but you don't realize whether they're the same person or not. So, and some of the names come by, guys, listening so fast, and I don't see it. So make sure if you're new, just know it. We welcome you here, and these folks see, let us know. Say, hey, I'm new here or whatever. So these guys will spot you, and you'll become one of us. Then you just I've had people say, you know, I love the lives, but I don't ever say them. Say something. Just jump in there. You'll enjoy it. These folks are good. Well, most of them are good. Will and Ronnie not real good. You'll end up liking them too. You know, we got to love everybody. We got to love them. All right. Some have been there. There one I just now said has been with me since the beginning. Most, not all, but most of my people. I don't, you know, people there, my followers, y'all my people. You're just my people. And we're just a family. And there's no other. You already got excited, you think? Well, I got sick. Vera, don't start. Vera wants to start this stuff, you know, and I'm not even, you know, I had to hold them old boys back off her the other day because they was just really being mean to her. And I'm trying to make them leave her alone. And Sweet Will, or Sweet Billy, he's horrible. He's horrible with Rodney right behind him. That was much fun with you guys. Anna Maria Piazza. I love it. It's like Carol Cardacey. I've learned them names, and Karen Owen, without the S. Yeah, I'd say Karen Owens, and finally she said, I don't have an S on it, boy. Well, not like that. She'd have said that way. And busy ditch. I almost say something different every time I say busy ditch. I don't know if that's. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna say. Good morning, Ricardo. There's Ricardo. Ricardo's a good guy. Now, Ricardo made a little video telling all the mothers. It's on, I think, Facebook. Happy Mother's Day. And he sat there with his. Ricardo, I can't remember what chicken it was. Which one was it? One of your roosters. Not. It wasn't. I can't remember which one. Beautiful chicken. He said it had him for years. And yeah. Good morning. And there's Hatari. Good morning. Becky. Good morning. Henry. Okay, Henry. Anyway, he's such a nice guy. And I had to kind of, you know, watch him, protect him from Ronnie. You know, Ronnie's brutal. Ronnie's brutal. No, we all have a good time with Ricardo. And his mom's been sick. Prayed for her. I think she's doing a little bit better. I hope so. Poncho. Okay, his Poncho. That was his oldest one. I guess Henry's your younger one. I think. Okay, I think so. Poncho, yeah. Uh, and he said, I think in his hen house, this was kind of an elaborate hen house. It had all these lights and stuff in it, and it was really neat looking in there. My hen house not near that neat. Works, but it's not neat. Uh, I've got to do a little video one day this week on my new solar little door opener for my chickens. And I want to get it, I've got to get out there and program it. It's supposed to be real simple, but you know how I am with programming stuff, you know. But Bree was gonna come do it. She never showed. But so it'll open at 6 in the morning and close at night, at 9 at night. And I won't have to go out there and do that part. I'll just, you know, go out during the day sometime, gather the eggs, all I got to worry about with the chickens and feed them. And I'm also, today, I've got to finish a video of my little solar generator. I got a project I want to use it on. If it works out there good, then I'll recommend it. But I got to go do that, and it'll come out another day. I think they want it to come out on the 17th or somewhere in that neighborhood, so that might be a Saturday or something. I don't know, but it'll come out in a few days. I'll let you know before it comes out. And watch it, say good things. uh, all right, Barry, you're gonna be busy. Why are you gonna be busy on something? Oh, there we go. There's Jackie in Australia. Australia is probably about like the United States. It's bigger, I think, probably the United States, but it's got all these different probably time zones in it, almost like different climates. You know, they got, now what I know, I mean, I just watch TV, you know, watch programs, like almost like a rainforest in one area, and they got deserts like in others, and then the outback is just vast, you know. Drive for miles and miles and never see nothing but there's cows everywhere out there. Cows everywhere out in the outback. Be out in the middle of nowhere, be cows. Oh yeah, she can hang with us guys, Ronnie. Bear can hang with us. She out-hang us probably. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. Tell everybody, hit that like button. Thank y'all. Yes, I appreciate that, hitting the like button. Somebody's talking about someone's garden. I don't know if it's my garden you're talking about. My garden is starting to do pretty good. I'm gonna show you these cucumbers before I cut this thing off, where they just fix and start trying to climb that fence on that side of where this side here is kind of dragging. Yeah, I know the reason, and I'll hope to get it corrected, but if not, I got one side's gonna do good. And yeah, Australia. I have a lady that watches also from South Africa quite often, and I'll get messages from her. I think it's so neat when people around the world, you know, meet us, you know, and we meet them, you know, and us guys here in the United States even meeting each other like we have, you know. If it hadn't been for this, I'd have never met Ronnie or Vera or Will or any of you guys, you know, any of us. We wouldn't, none of us met, you know, Dot, any of them, you know. It's all through this here, so it's really been, this is one of the high-tech things that I'm happy about, you know. We're able to meet people from other places, you know. I think it's really neat. Oh yeah, Becky sends those. Yeah, okay, Becky. Yeah, thank you. She sends these videos about Bigfoot, and if you notice, the Bigfoot on my cup. Jimmy was trying to put everything in this picture that, you know, my gang, I guess, and stuff I relate to, like the donuts. Go to the feed store, get the donut. Yeah, Lester taught me in these channel stuff. I never would have done this stuff at all, ever. Would never thought about it. Yeah, he said, you should do it, Dad. And also on the live, you know, he's the one who come by one morning and says, Your mom should do a live. I said, I have no idea how to do a live, son. He said, well, sit down here. I'm going to show you. So we sat down there and did a little live with him. And it just kind of took off from there. And so many people say, oh, yeah, do another, do another. And so I had to get the steps written down, old-fashioned way. Write down the steps of what I had to do on this camera to make a live, you know. And I wish I could get a better signal back in the woods and back Camp Patty and places, because we could do lives back there, you know, and with the pasture with the cows and stuff. But I don't. I get too very far away from this house and I lose my signal. Then I can't do a live. It won't load up. So we're kind of restricted, pretty close to home, you know. Anyway, yeah, he got me started. And he encouraged us. Actually, probably Lester encouraged everybody that does a video here to do a video, you know. He said people like to see what y'all do. And he kind of stayed on some of us longer than others. You know, finally, he got old Dan convinced, and that Dan just loves it, you know. And gotta do my video. I gotta get a video out, you know. But yeah, it would be a big party, wouldn't it? It would be a big party. Thank you, Terry. It is a beautiful painting. It truly is. And that guy is so talented to do that off of screenshots and put them all in this picture. And Roddy said, yeah, well, he had to clean you up a little bit. He probably did. But I love that picture. Roddy needs a nice rooster. Well, Roddy, Ricardo, you say that. I'm going to tell you something. Roddy abuses his chickens. That's my opinion. That's why that rooster trying to make Roddy leave his chickens alone. You got Roddy comes out there. But I'm going to tell you about Roddy's chickens. And to be honest with you, I made this video. He's got some beautiful chickens. And he's got them like separated into different breeds. Like one cage, he got nice cages, would have these red chickens. And I didn't ever ask him what they were, Rhode Island Reds, Production Reds, New Hampshire Reds, whatever. Then there'd be another one group over here would be black chickens. Then there were white chickens. Then there were some little bantam chickens, or banties, what we call them, banty chickens. Then there were some others, different breeds in different places. And he got him some new turkeys. Got 2 new mama turkeys to go with his 2 daddy turkeys. And eventually he'll probably have some little turkeys. But it's really nice over there. And we had a great time. I wished I could have stayed longer. I'd love to spend the whole day with him. I talked to his son the other night, and I said, you need to bring your dad over here. Because Ronnie ain't going to drive as far. You know, he drives uptown about as far as he goes. And, well, he did some driving for Stan, taking Stan back and forth to the doctor, stuff like that. But drive your dad over here and let him spend the day with us, you know, something. And he said, well, he might try to do that one day. So I would hope he would. I don't know, Barry and Steven have talked about farm help. I don't know if they talk about me or not, or maybe talking about Ronnie. Ronnie wouldn't be no farm help at all. He's going to start trouble. It is realistic, Bridget. This is a realistic picture. And the animals on there, you know, there's Ivan and there's Heidi. They're all little. I was fascinated with little old Woody. He's got this very eyes, little sleepy eyes. And Buster, there's no Buster. You know, that's them. That's them. You can't mistake them. You can take that picture and there they are, you know, Buster, little weird, and it's in such detail. I mean, you see a little hair, you know, like Buster has a little hair here and there. You see them, you know. And little Woody's little sleepy eyes, always looking at you about half asleep. You hold it close. Hang on. I'm going to hold it up close. All right. Hey, you see the donuts, the Bigfoot on my mug. You see Heidi? That's Heidi. That's Ivy. And there's old Johnny. That's an awesome picture. I love it. Uh, Jimmy outdoes himself. He does. He takes such time, and he's so everything has to be perfect, you know. And he does this. I guess that's an artist. You know, that's an artist for you. And truly speaking, you know, he taught Ronnie to paint. And Ronnie can do some good job. He sent several paintings over here. Just they're beautiful. Uh, so you know, Ronnie can be taught, or at least at one time he could be taught. May not be able to teach him anything anymore. I don't know. Uh, but anyway, guys, we're getting pretty close to cutting this thing off. Anything? Anybody got want to say? I've just been talking. I ain't been really able to read everything's going on. Uh, no, Ronnie's not gonna go camping with me and Cuz. Ronnie, he doesn't sleep outside. He can't sleep in that camper. I don't think Ronnie's house broke. House broke. He got to sleep outside. Uh, uh, no, I'd love to go camping with Ronnie. We'd have a good time sitting around the fire, telling lies to each other. You know, and I'd be the only one to tell the truth. Uh, we go camping though. It seems like always if we go camping, the cows will come camping. Oh, they'll all gather up around there at night and lay around and sleep around. And you know, even if you don't know they're there, well, you know they're there because they make too much noise. But they always leave them little telltale signs, like there'd be like little Coda bear could see cow poop, cow poop, PawPaw. And Moses will come up there and knock all your furniture off, turn stuff over. It's just for the heck of it. Knock it over, knock that chair over. I went down by there yesterday. Every chair was knocked over, every one of them. You know, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of knocking chairs over? But he does it. It's just something he likes to do. Yeah, Buster, that picture, that picture does Woody and Buster just they're perfect. Well, how do you know? All of them are perfect. Uh, I know. Ronnie has bad thoughts. Ronnie, you know, I want to tell you. Here, Will says yesterday morning he's fixed to go to church. Ronnie said, "Yeah, you need to go to church." Ronnie needs to be there with him. They need to go together. Uh, uh, they're two guys horrible. They horrible people. But you know, with help with people like Steve and Ricardo, and, you know, Jimmy, we're gonna help them guys get better. We're gonna help them get better. One of these days, you'd be not ashamed to take them to town. You wouldn't be ashamed to be seen with them. I know what Billy knows. I know what Billy knows says he needs. But Billy got to look in the mirror. uh, I love them guys. They had a lot of fun with them. And you know, and I'll say it again. It hadn't been for this stuff here that Lester taught me how to do. I'd have never knew them guys. Never would have knew them. And it would have been a loss. I'm saying to you guys, it would have been a loss to me. Vera and Dot and Peggy's and all you guys. It would have been a loss not to know them. Moses is doing good, Jeff. He's doing good. Someone said I make their morning. Well, I appreciate that. You guys make mine. I truly do. I woke up this morning at 4:30. It's the habit, you know, because now little Coda Bear's not even here yet. Should be here any minute. But it's a habit of waking up at 4:30 and just I wake up and I go ahead and get up and get me a cup of coffee, you know, and took a shower and I want to shave, make sure Ronnie says that smooth skin. Yeah. And but I almost can't wait to get on here and chat with you guys. It is fun. The hour goes by fast, and we're right there at that hour right this minute. So I'll be cutting this off because other folks are coming on, and I don't want to cut in on somebody else's time. But I do enjoy you guys, and I have fun with you guys. I'll be back on the live on Wednesday morning. You new folks, listen, you new folks, we're glad to have you. Just join in. Let us know your name, who you are, and let us know you're new. You say, hey, I'm new on here, and these guys will hook up with you, and you'll make some good friends out of these people. It's just like a big old family. You got something you want to talk about, just go ahead and chat away. I don't always get to see what you're saying because it comes across my screen real fast, but these guys will see it and catch on to it, and sometimes that second or third time it comes across the screen, I catch it. Yeah, kind of slow. Don't say nothing, Roddy. You ain't got no room to talk about people being slow. I love you guys. Y'all take care, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday. I'll see you in my regular videos tomorrow morning, and every morning at 5 o'clock. I love you guys. Y'all take care.